There's growing tension as police are being urged to protect hospitals and clinics across South Africa following serious threats from Operation Dudula against foreign nationals. Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is a video and picture news about how law enforcement is now being called to step in and safeguard public health facilities after disturbing reports of intimidation, harassment, and even attempts to block foreign nationals from receiving medical care. Today's headline is about the urgent call to police to safeguard hospitals and clinics amid Dudula threats against foreigners. This situation has sparked concern across the country, with many South Africans and human rights organizations saying that no one, regardless of their nationality, should be denied access to healthcare. The idea that patients might be too scared to seek treatment because of threats or mob actions has put both government officials and the public on edge. The tension began rising when videos surfaced showing members of Operation Dudula confronting hospital staff and allegedly demanding that foreign nationals be refused treatment. In some cases, health workers have reported being intimidated or verbally abused for attending to certain patients. These incidents have been condemned by medical associations and activists, who say such actions not only threaten lives but also undermine the country's constitutional values. Authorities have now called on police to tighten security around key hospitals and clinics, especially in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal, where Dudula members have been most active. Officials say the safety of healthcare workers and patients must come first. The health department has reminded everyone that public hospitals serve all people in need, and that discrimination in emergency care is both unethical and unlawful. Despite these warnings, tensions remain high in some communities. Some residents argue that local citizens should be prioritized, citing limited resources and overcrowded facilities. However, health experts warn that turning people away based on nationality would create chaos and set a dangerous precedent for the healthcare system. The police have reportedly begun increasing patrols near major public hospitals, with officers stationed at entrances to prevent any disruptions. The Ministry of Police has urged the public to report any threats or intimidation immediately, promising swift action against anyone who violates the law. This isn't the first time Operation Dudula has been linked to anti-immigrant actions. The movement, which began as a campaign against illegal activities and undocumented foreigners, has faced criticism for its methods, often accused of targeting individuals without proof or authority. Several leaders from civil society have called on the government to hold members accountable for any form of violence or harassment. At the same time, Dudula representatives maintain that they are simply demanding fairness and proper enforcement of immigration laws. They argue that South Africans should not be sidelined in their own country when it comes to jobs, services, or healthcare. However, critics say this reasoning crosses the line when it threatens the lives or dignity of others. The Department of Health has assured the public that steps are being taken to ensure medical facilities remain safe spaces for everyone. Training sessions for staff on how to handle potential conflict situations are reportedly being introduced, while extra security personnel are being deployed where necessary. This renewed focus on safety and equality highlights just how fragile the balance is between enforcing immigration laws and protecting human rights. The tension between these two priorities continues to shape South Africa's social and political climate. Many South Africans have taken to social media, expressing mixed emotions. Some back the government's stance on safeguarding hospitals, while others call for a broader national discussion on how to address immigration challenges without fueling division. So, what do you think? Should the government be doing more to protect healthcare access for everyone, or should stricter controls be placed on foreigners using public services? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Before we continue, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss important updates from across South Africa. Now, as this situation unfolds, it's clear that authorities are walking a fine line between law enforcement and compassion. The message from both the courts and the public remains consistent: human rights cannot be negotiated, and hospitals should never become battlegrounds. All images used are for illustration purposes only. News sources: the NCA, Times Live, News 24, and Daily Maverick.